want to answer some questions?
Let's do it. Okay.
This is Amy who says, Pat, we're a senior couple who are planning for retirement. We invested in gold, but you said yesterday that you sold your gold. What would you recommend?
Well, I had some, I have a treasury account for CBN. We had gold and silver. I had a lot of profit at it. It was pretty close to $2 million in gain in the account. Wow. And so I thought it was time to close it out. The market is getting a little soft, and I thought it was time. But as far as long range, I see nothing wrong with holding on to gold. It's much better than the fading dollars. So if you've invested in gold. But you have to look at things. There's nothing that, besides the gospel, that lasts forever. So you move into various asset classes, then you move out. I thought the U.S. dollar was going to be bad, and lo and behold, the dollar has strengthened against other currencies. So it's, you know, but for me, I'm dealing with a large investment account for a company as opposed to private. My own personal thing, I left it alone. I've still got gold and silver in my IRA. So
good. So rest.
Rest. Be at peace. Sorry.
This is Thomas who says recently they found a 1,500-year-old Bible in Turkey. This Bible contains many of the books of the New Testament, but it also contains something called the Gospel of Barnabas, where Jesus supposedly predicts and condemns Muhammad. That seems quite important. Why is that book left out of the Bible today?
Well, there's no such thing as a Gospel of Barnabas, and he couldn't have condemned Muhammad because Muhammad came about 500 years after Jesus. So, I mean, if there's such a book in Turkey, that's just a fraud. It'd have to be a fraud.
And that's not the only fraud that's been out there.
Oh, there have been many of them. There have been,
like
you know, the Apocrypha is not a fraud, but it's not canonical. We don't consider it as part of the canon. And so there have been pseudo this and pseudo the other. And somehow the simplest, shortest books are the true ones, and they ring back to in your heart, and to those who are studying the Greek, the Hebrew that's involved, is so much more simple. And you know, I did some textual criticism when I was in seminary, and it's so simple to see the good stuff versus the bad stuff.
And there's a truth that rings through all of the good stuff.
But the bad stuff has always got some addition. They have to make it more flowery, and they have to put stuff else.